Man, listen. There are moments in your life when God will show you something that shakes you awake. Something so simple, so pure, so undeniable that you can't unsee it. You can't unfeel it. You can't walk away the same. And for me, that moment came from the people I least expected. It came from Muslims. I didn't learn it in a church. I didn't learn it in a classroom. I didn't learn it from a billionaire CEO wearing a $20,000 suit. I learned it standing in streets, in tea shops, in homes that didn't even have a couch, but had more peace than a mansion in Hollywood. I've traveled, man. I've been places people dream of. I've seen skylines that look like the future. I've eaten meals that cost more than some folks' rent. But all that luxury, all that glitter, all that noise, it don't touch what I saw in some of the simplest Muslim homes. Places with no gold, no glamour, no grand design. Just peace, calm, stillness, warmth. A kind of happiness that don't need decoration. And I had to stop and ask myself, how these people got less, but feel more? And I promise you, God answered that question in ways I didn't expect. The eyes don't lie. See Instagram smiles? Oh, those are easy. But real happiness? You see it in the eyes. And every Muslim I met, the cab driver, the shopkeeper, the guy selling tea on the corner, the old grandmother sitting outside her door. They had something in their eyes the West been chasing for decades. Contentment, acceptance, peace. That peace you can't buy in a bottle. You can't stream it. You can't vacation into it. You can't fake it. It comes from the inside, from the heart, from a connection to something bigger than yourself. And bro, that connection? It was everywhere. Faith like breathing. You know what I realized? Muslims don't talk about faith like it's an event. They live faith like it's oxygen. In the West, faith is something you pick up when life gets hard. Something you dust off when you're scared. When you're broke? When you're broken. But Muslims? Faith is breakfast. Faith is noon. Faith is afternoon. Faith is sunset. Faith is night. 5 times a day. Every day, they check back in with God. Not when life hurts. Not when life crashes. But always. And that consistency? That rhythm? That loyalty to their creator? Boy, that puts a peace in your chest that the world can't steal. You ever seen somebody finish prayer? It's like someone reset their whole soul. Like the weight on their shoulders just evaporated. Like they walked into that prayer heavy and walked out light. And I thought to myself, we're out here taking coffee breaks. They're out here taking peace breaks. No wonder their hearts stay calm. The power of less. Let me say something a lot of folks don't want to admit. More doesn't make you happy. More just makes you busy. More just makes you distracted. More just makes you hungry for more. And I met Muslims who had nothing, but smiled like kings. Like they had the whole world. One man in Istanbul, sitting on a plastic chair that looked like it cost $150, drinking tea like it was served in a golden cup. The world was rushing around him. Cars honking, people shouting, life moving fast. But that man? Still, present, at peace. And it hit me. In the West, people got everything, but can't sit still for 5 minutes without a screen. Muslims got less, but they're not running from themselves. They're not drowning in distractions. They're not escaping their own thoughts. They're not numbing their soul with noise. They know how to be, just be, something the West forgot. Family. The West lost it, Muslims protected it. Let me tell you the truth. In the West, the family system is dying. People eat alone, live alone, cry alone, celebrate alone, sleep alone in houses full of people. But Muslims, their homes ain't quiet. They're alive, lively, loving. Kids running around, grandparents laughing, mom in the kitchen cooking enough food to feed a village. People sitting together, no phones, actually talking. And the love? Man, you can feel it. Respect for parents, love for siblings, devotion to children, a family system so strong, it holds the whole community together. And let me tell you something. Happiness comes from belonging, not from buying. And Muslims understand that better than anyone I've ever seen. No flexing, no competing, just goodness. In the West, people compete to look successful. Cars, houses, bags, vacations, flex fest, 24/7. But Muslims, they compete in charity, in kindness, in goodness. Who can feed more people? Who can help someone without being seen? Who can give without expecting anything back? And when I asked one guy, "Why don't you record this? It would go viral," he smiled and said something that changed me. Why would I record what I'm doing for God? He saw it. Isn't that enough? And man, that humbled me, because we turned generosity into a photo shoot. But Muslims, they turned it into a lifestyle. Discipline is freedom. You want to know the secret to peace? Not freedom to do everything, but freedom from needing everything. Muslims don't drown themselves in alcohol. They don't chase every desire. They don't live recklessly. They got boundaries, rules, limits. And guess what? Limits don't trap you. Limits protect you. Because a life with no boundaries goes straight off a cliff. Hardship isn't punishment. It's training. In the West, one bad day and people fall apart. One breakup and they swear life is over. One obstacle and they blame everyone, including God. But Muslims, they see hardship differently. God doesn't burden a soul with more than it can bear. You know how powerful that is? Imagine walking through life believing every challenge is tailoring you, shaping you, strengthening you, not breaking you, building you. That mindset alone can save souls. The deepest secret, surrender. The thing that shook me the most? Muslims don't try to control life. They do their best. Work hard. Try sincerely. And then they let God handle what they can't. There's a word for it, tawakkul. Not giving up, giving over. Handing your worries to the one who knows the ending better than you know the beginning. And that's surrender. That's where real freedom is. That's where peace lives. Purpose, pleasure. The West is drowning in entertainment, drowning in options, drowning in emptiness. People got everything and still feel nothing. But Muslims, their whole day has meaning, from sunrise to night. Praying, helping, learning, loving, serving, growing, giving, not chasing pleasures, living purpose. And purpose gives peace deeper than pleasure ever could. The final realization. After all this, after all the countries, the people, the experiences, I finally understood. Muslims aren't happier because life is perfect. They're happier because their hearts are anchored. They're happier because they've mastered the art of trusting God, living simply, loving deeply, giving quietly, staying humble, protecting their soul, and walking with purpose. Their happiness doesn't come from the world. It comes from the one who made the world. And when peace comes from God, nothing on earth can steal it.